British pound is still losing against Swiss franc. Look what is happening to the British pound. It is below 1.09. Just a few hours ago, the GBP against Swiss franc was 1.09, and now it is below 1.09. It is actually 1.08. It is almost 1-to-1 for the British pound against Swiss franc. Is it very important? Is it strange that the British pound is going down against the Swiss currency? Well, it is not strange, but it's been the process. We are observing this process for last 50 years. Look at this. In 1974, the British pound was almost 7 francs per 1 pound. Now it is just 1 Swiss franc per 1 pound. So that means people who keep their money in Swiss franc actually gaining a lot. Look at this, from almost 7 francs per 1 pound to 6 to 5 to 4, 3, 2, 1. And today we are observing 1-to-1. So that means in 1974 you would get for each 1,000 British pounds almost 7,000 Swiss francs, and then it went down to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. And even in 2000, look at this chart, even in 2007 you would get for every 1k GBP you would get 2,500 Swiss francs, which is a lot, which is 150% or 250% of today's price, more than today. Can you imagine? You would get 250% more than today. 150% net, 150% pure profit on this the currency pair. So the British pound is going down against Swiss franc, but the biggest question is, why is the British pound going against the Swiss franc, considering that the British pound has very high interest rate on this currency, which is 4.5, and the Swiss franc is 0.5. Well, they are printing money, they are actually increasing the money supply, they are less attractive for investors than the Swiss franc. Just Swiss franc is better, that's it. What is happening to the British pound, to other currencies? Well, it is a similar story. It is not so actually bright story for the Swiss franc as for other currencies. British pound is also losing to US dollar. In 1972, one British pound was $2.64, and then it went down to 2-to-1. In 1985, it was 1-to-1 already. 1 British pound, 1 US dollar, and then it went up again to $2 per 1 pound for few years, and now it is back to its low points, which is 1.27. But in just 3 years ago it was 1.1. So if you are earning 4k USD, then you are earning only around 3k GBP. It is very sad for the British pound, but this is how the British pound is behaving. So keeping money in British pound is actually bad, because the British pound is losing to everything, to Swiss franc, to dollar, and what is happening to euro. We can find out what is happening to euro. It is a similar story. Look at this in 2000. The British pound was 1 point almost 8, 1.75 euro per 1 pound, and now it is 1.16. But it was almost 1 in 2022, in 2019, in 2016, in 2008. It was 1 to 1. So the problem with the British pound is that it is losing to almost everything. To almost everything. This is reality about the British pound. Look at this chart. This is the British pound against euro. Against gold. Just in 2007, one gold coin would cost you around 300 British pounds. Today it is 2,333 British pounds, but it was just few days ago 2,000, almost 2,500. But the gold coins cost more than this official data on this chart. Gold coins cost around 100 or 200 pounds per one coin more than on this chart. So that means one gold coin just a while ago, a few days ago, was for around 2,700 British pounds. It is 900 loss in 16 17 years. So what 900 loss. So what would happen in next 10-20 years to gold? Well, if that will proceed the same way as it been happening now for last 2-3 decades, that means in 20 years one gold coin will cost us around 20k in British pounds. And the one for 1 GBP you will not get 1 Swiss franc in 20 years, but you will get around quarter of Swiss franc, maybe 33 cents, Swiss cents. This is how it is. Well, the British pound is going down for decades against major currencies and against gold. Reality is that it is not stopping. It is not stopping, and the direction shows it will proceed, and there is no way that is showing on horizon that the British pound will get stronger. And the last information about the city of Birmingham, which is 4-5 million people, it is a second metropole in the United Kingdom. And we hear that in the Birmingham, the actually mountains of rubbish is growing on every street, and rats with the size of cat actually going around the city because people who collect the rubbish, who keep clean the city, actually don't want to do this anymore because they are on strike, and they are requiring from the city the pay rise. And this is how it is. Because why they are requiring it? Because they feel, because they don't have enough money, they don't understand what is happening, they don't understand why their earnings, their wage is actually not enough to meet ends. And this is very sad story, but well, this is what is happening. We are just describing the facts, and this is what is happening around the world. We are not making up these facts, these charts. These are just true stories and true facts that actually are happening at the moment. Please subscribe my channel and send it to your friends, to your mom, to your dad, so they understand what is happening with the British pound and how worthless it is becoming. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.